Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining today's live webinar. I'm Dr. Shah Siddiqui from Voiexa. We have a special event today. As you know, we started Voiexa live webinar, and whenever we have a partner, we will introduce them to Voiexa platform as well as within our network. So today, we will discuss about Voiexa and as well as introduce our partner. And we have a little bit technical issues from the partner's end, so she will join a little bit later. In the meantime, I think I can start the Voiexa tour to let you know about Voiexa and how it can support you, or it can aid you, or it can assist you. It can do a lot of things at once. So through this conversation, I will guide you through specifically Voiexa and what she is capable of. So just give me a second. I share my screen. So Voiexa is an AI voice assistant or workforce, we say, AI workforce for businesses. It has many capabilities and it can do many type of things that your business needed to be. So you may ask specifically, um, actually, what it can bring. So Voiexa can do a lot of different things, and I will go with that by showing you a specification of Voiexa. So I have to log into the accounts. So I'm just going to log into one of our clients' accounts that we demonstrated today. So I'm just logging into her accounts. So she started as a partner, and we're going to be working together to attract more customer and support more businesses together. So when someone is registering with Voiexa, you will see this panel, and the trial panel is different than the corporate panel. So I think I will go to the trial panel first to describe you what you will get on a trial. So we have few trial accounts here to show. So this is a new trial account. So when someone is registering a trial account, you don't need to do you don't need to add your card details. You just it's a simple registration, and the registration contain the registration will have. I will show you the registration. So the registration will have specifically your name, email address, phone number, and password. So if you wanted to register, it's just few things: your name, email, phone number, and password, and then you can register with Voiexa, and you can start your journey with Voiexa AI workforce. So to start with, when you have a trial account, a number will be assigned to you. And this number, you can do outbound trial calls only. And to check inbound calls, you need to purchase a number for the test, and it costs just £3, less than a coffee price. And you can trial inbound calls as well. With this Voiexa trial line, it's the same thing inbound and outbound. You will there's some limitation here because you don't need agent setup here. With a full account, you have to have a agent set up because it's dedicated inbound and outbound calling, and as well as characterization and a lot of other things involved. But with our trial account, the agent or assistant is already built for multi-purpose, so that doesn't need customization. you can add knowledge base, and that knowledge base is the knowledge that you wanted to add for Voiexa to represent you and your business. You can directly scrap your knowledge and create knowledge base, or you can also add your knowledge. Specifically, you can import your knowledge through chosen files. So you can do a few more things here to make or create the knowledge base. You can import contacts here. As this is a very new account, I haven't imported any contacts. So you can we also have a tool here to show you what you can do specifically in specific sections. So whenever you need any assistance, you can fire up the start tool, and it will fire up all the sections here. That, okay, you need to add knowledge base because it's not added, so it will go to the knowledge base. You need to add contact, so it will go to the contact. You need to add make a test call, so without adding contact you cannot make test call. And you need to see the call logs, that the calls you are making from Voiexa. You can see those call logs recordings. Additionally, we have a assistant here, and you need to enable your microphone. So when you enable your microphone, our Voiexa assistant will also can guide you through to different section what you need to do. And you can also talk to her to understand specifically the depth of Voiexa's knowledge, as well as you can ask her any question related to account setup and all the specification you need, and she will guide you through. So we have assistant setup as well as tour setup. So anyone they are registering, they will feel comfortable. They can do what is needed. We have a direct call feature, and there are a lot of AI voice agent in the market, and they have different voice agent has different capacity. And we have added a direct call functionality. Why? Because you might need to call someone and talk to them personally, person to person, rather than you discussing something that Voiexa cannot cover, or you don't want Voiexa to do that. You just want human interaction with your clients. So you can also make direct calls. And please remember as well, our system is versatile. So if is zero or no waiting time, that's one of the core methodology we have. We have few core methodology, and I wanted to mention that. Just give me a second. I just add that to my, so the functionality we have for Voiexa, first of all, no waiting time. So no waiting time means if someone calls Voiexa, then your call will be directly answered. There isn't any waiting time. If 10 people call at the same time to your landline or to your number, landline or any other number that you purchase from us, they don't need to wait for like people usually do on a payback system. If you call some corporation, or if you call some your GP or pharmacy or those kind of those businesses, they are client facing, or restaurant, or any other letting agent, or any other businesses, they are client facing. You will hear more of the time that wait for the next available agent, or you are in number one, you are in number two, you are in number three. So the call reduces, the number reduces, and when someone is talking to is available, the call will be diverted. With Voiexa, zero or no waiting time. So anyone calling your number, they will be answered specifically at the right time. And you can also call outbound call, like direct call, or call automation, that we call autopilot. So this is a core feature of Voiexa. And the other feature is AI workforce. You might have a business and you might have different type of departments, like someone is doing counseling, someone is doing some other sort of work, and you can employ different type of assistant to your system. So when someone is calling for something like I need accountant, so the accountant voice workforce agent will be activated. If someone is looking for to call to check something else, so that voice agent will be activated. So it's automated and auto switching, the Voiexa mechanism. So if someone is I'm just waiting for my client to arrive. She's on the traffic jam. She just called me, and she will join in due course. But in the meantime, I will let you know the specifically what Voiexa has built in. So AI workforce, as I'm talking about to you, you can have as many AI workforce as you want, and the voice workforce, so AI workforce, will be aligned to your dedicated team to inform your dedicated customer with the dedicated knowledge. So whatever the knowledge you will provide to Voiexa, it will convey that knowledge to your customer. Intelligent understanding is also another part of Voiexa. So it will understand intelligent, and it will do a human-like conversation. What I meant by human-like conversation, so we have a knowledge base, and we will give that knowledge base to the system. And apart from its knowledge base, like it is how it act or react. So if someone is asking a question, it will be guided by the knowledge base. But if it doesn't know that specific elements, it will answer so nicely that people will understand it, and she will forward that call to a human agent. So my guest is joining to the live. So just take one couple of seconds. So she is trying to join. She's probably having the technical difficulties, and I'm just excuse me for a little bit of pause to my conversation, as I'm also communicating with the clients. So she will join very soon. So what I'm saying that here is intelligent understanding. So it is a intelligent mechanism. So it can understand you talk and your mood, and it will also tell you or direct you specifically. And with our direct call feature, so I will share my screen again. I have a comment from Kamlesh Jayan. Thank you, Kamlesh. I will show you this a little bit later. But before I do that, I just need to show the clients the specific functionalities. So we have a direct call feature here. So what this direct call feature so just give me a second. I just need to message my clients the code. So I asked my client to join again. So what we have, so we have a feature. I'm just gonna increase the my window. So we have Voiexa. So Voiexa can guide you through specifically if you wanted to know anything about Voiexa, and it has other functionalities. Those functionalities is one of the functionalities is direct call. So I talk about knowledge base. I'm going to talk about direct calls. I think before I go to direct calls, I just wanted to go to talk about the agent setup. So if I go to a paid account, so I'm on the paid account. So on the paid account, all the functionalities are enabled. So first of all, you can set up your agent. And with this, when you wanted to set up your agent, I think we got our partner already joined. We're just going to wait for her camera to be enabled, and I will continue my conversation. So, Gilda, how are you?
I am so sorry.
No, that's okay.
One of those days.
No, that's okay. We cannot see your face.
You can't
So,
see. Okay.
you need to turn the camera.
I
Uh,
know, I'm trying to
okay. So,
see you
yeah,
now.
yeah, we can see you now.
Wonderful.
We can
Perfect.
see you
Thank you
now.
so much.
So I will stop my sharing, and I will introduce you Gilda Wake. Gilda, she is from MTI Global, and I wanted to ask Gilda, could you please introduce yourself to the audience, and then
Hi.
we'll go with the conversation, detailed conversation.
Of course. Hi. My name is Gilda Wake, and I'm the CEO and founder of the Mental Toughness Institute, which is AKA MTI Global. And I'm very excited to be able to be here eventually, finally. Thank you.
Yeah, because we will always have technical difficulties, but that's the way of life. You might have difficulties, and at the end you manage to join, so that's
Yes.
a great achievement, I would say. So thank you very much for
Thank
joining
you.
today's live webinar. And those you don't know Gilda, we have started working together, and she's going to be supporting us with the expansion of Voiexa, and she's going to be working as a brand ambassador, I would say. And we're going to be discussing how Voiexa will help her and her client base as well as the community specifically. So thank you, Gilda, for
No
joining
problem. Thank you.
today's conversation and becoming a partner of Voiexa. So Gilda is our second partner. We have another partner that we partner with the disabled community. So we had Rob Trent from Access Advisor. So we did a live over there, and whoever joined us as a partner, we will do a live there, and we'll do all the bits and pieces for them. So I wanted to jump into conversation. I was showing the viewers about Voiexa. So few
Hmm.
things I wanted to talk about here is that the current or existing PABX system. We know that PABX system was very innovative in 1880s and 90s time, and it blown people's mind that okay, telephone system is so clever, it hold the lines, and then from there you just wait and wait and wait, and then you desire person to talk. And I also can see nowadays, if I call my GP or hospital or restaurant or someone else, it's just huge waiting time. Yeah. And if I call in a government services, it's more. Sometimes you need to wait an hour. Okay. And more than an hour to talk to someone. If you wanted to talk to a government services like HMRC or any other government services, oh, we are very busy, we don't have time. So how we are solving these issues is no waiting time. Voiexa is so multidimensional that no one has to wait like this. So if someone is calling and many people call at the same time, the call will be answered at the same time. So zero or no waiting time. That's one of the main feature we have. AI workforce. So you can add AI workforce, any AI workforce you want, and intelligent understanding. So people need to press 1, 2, 3, or 4, or 5, or 6, and lots of menus. People just say, I want to discuss this, and they will be transferred to the dedicated AI workforce. So nothing has to be done like 1, 2, 6, or 0. Uh, these functionalities, how do you think, as you working in this space a long time, how do you think that these two functionalities, I'm going to talk about more functionalities, but I wanted to talk about these two because this is a core thing that we are facing challenges nowadays. How do you think that it can support you and the client that you serve?
Yeah. Well, to be honest with you, I mean, the first thing which comes to mind is how cost effective it could be. One thing. If I think about my business, I will have to have a receptionist, which will cost quite a little bit of money. Then I have to have a backup for the receptionist because she might be on holiday or she will be unwell, and I need that to be covered. But most importantly, and I this is what I loved about the product itself, and that's why I don't really partner very often because I need to believe in the product, and I think for me this is the key. Like you said, personally, 2 weeks ago I was an hour and 45 minutes with your HMRC. So from my point of view, as the business, the ability to be able to somebody to call and say, I would like to speak to somebody in research team, or I would like to be able to speak to somebody in HR team, automatically frees up the time. And also people are available or they can see it coming in. So it's not really a client actually asked me the other day, oh yeah, but you press one for someone and then you press two for someone and you have this and you just get fed up. This is not that product. And I think this is where you need to highlight. This is not that kind of product where you just kind of left hanging for hours
Mhm.
to somebody to answer. So for me, time, it's the only currency we can't get back.
I totally understand what you're saying because I also experienced, because waiting in the line with you, seeing your GP or maybe pharmacist. And the good thing is that I went to my pharmacy, so they are the biggest pharmacy in Southampton,
Hmm.
and I went there, and they knows me very well, and I told them that, okay, I know I have to wait on the line, I have to wait in the queue, and when I call, there is huge queue because they receive like 400 calls each day. They told me, can you imagine? We have 5, 6 people and answering 400 calls each day, and we have to serve 10,000 clients each month. How busy we are. And then I said, okay, I have a solution for you.
Hmm.
And they said, okay, what solution? And I told them, okay, this is my solution for Voiexa. They got it instantly. Okay, come next week, we're going to sit, and
Yeah.
we will let you know our workflow. We want the solution because we cannot deal with anymore. So that's the way
Hmm.
you say that. Waiting time, people are
Yeah.
very busy, and with that busyness, and sometimes people are sick. Okay,
Mhm.
and they need to have instant conversation with doctor, instant conversation, or fast aid specifically, or maybe talk to a pharmacist about their
Hmm.
problems. But if you have that core knowledge within your system, people just call and answer. And if is and our system is so versatile, if someone is dealing with the critical information, you can also lead it to pass it to 991, 111,
Mm.
or any other thing
Yeah.
within the capacity. So if yeah,
I think what's worth mentioning as well is the knowledge base for the voice. And I think that's the key because
mhm,
it's down to you as a business to create that knowledge base in such way that it will serve you instead of wasting more time or resources. And I think for me, that was the beauty of it. I didn't realize how exceptionally good it is, but it can only be good as you build that knowledge base.
yes, so we're gonna jump into that conversation as well. So I will share my screen now, and
Mhm.
I'm on your account that I told our clients that we're gonna show them something. So what we're gonna do? We already set up the knowledge base of Voiexa knowledge base of MTI
Mm-hmm.
Global. And
Mm-hmm.
what you need to do, you just need to add your website. I don't want you to do it right now. Uh,
No, no,
and
no. Yeah.
and I have added the knowledge base, all the knowledge base here for Voiexa to represent specifically what MTI Global is doing for its clients. And when
Mm-hmm.
they call, they will be answered specifically and tailored. So if it asking for anything related to pricing, packaging, about MTI Global, about all the programs that Gilda runs, it can inform them that specifically. And we are in the progress of doing more work with the website of
Mm-hmm.
MTI Global. So whenever you go to the website, you will have someone there to talk to you and support you with specific knowledge that you are looking for. And with this knowledge base, you can add thousands of word of your knowledge. And Voiexa has this mechanism. It will not go beyond your knowledge, so it will stay in between your knowledge. So we don't want our assistant to talk about something that is not your business. So
Yeah.
what we have done last few years, Gilda, that we trained our model to be very precise, to stay within the boundary of the knowledge base.
Mm-hmm.
We tested this line with someone called from USA, and
Mm-hmm.
they talk like 10 to 15 minutes with Voiexa, asking different type of things like, okay, who is
Mm-hmm.
the king of England? Okay, how can I kill ants? And a lot of other things like, oh,
Yeah.
it's summer. Can you tell me something what we can do in summer? And we say
Mm-hmm.
that, okay, this is dangerous for us because Voiexa is talking about a lot of different things and giving them those ideas. And then we said, okay, you need to bind it with the knowledge that we have. It doesn't have to,
Absolutely.
she doesn't have to talk everything. Okay. And we
Yeah.
did that. My next
That's
question
right.
to you, just give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, you describe it a little bit about your business. Can you briefly align actually what work you do with your clients?
So usually, I mean, we've got two departments. So one is based, it's a research base. So I've got a team who's looking after the research, and we do get a lot of inquiries, a lot of because obviously we trying to get in touch with different authors of different research papers because we do systematic reviews. So that's a very very busy times for us, and it's constantly, it's not like, one call or two calls a day. And the other one is the coaching side of the business, which is very important. And sometimes we need to not just plan what is happening in the business itself, but sometimes, people have like a mini emergency, and it happens. So, surprisingly, it happens almost, once or twice a week, where people call in, and I'm not always that available, or some of my coaches are not all available straight away. So having that ability to redirect, or to be able to um, maintain that kind of connection, because for me it's all about the connection and not losing clients, not losing business partners either. So it's very important, that part of the business to me. And
Thank
to be honest, as you know, I only started using it, so I'm really excited to expand, because it's one thing theory, and then when you actually start using it, you realize the huge benefits you can have behind it.
Yeah, because I was listening to, because we record all the conversation end to end, and I was
Hmm.
listening to one of the clients asking Voiexa system that I wanted to implement this system for restaurant, and
Hmm.
she was so cleverly, telling the story, or describing what we can do, what she can do.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
was fascinated by listening that. Okay, oh, that's very good. I even can't sometimes let people know what they are requiring in a good pattern way, to let people
Mm.
know what I do. Yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes I giggle, sometimes I forgot. things.
Yeah, but sometimes, and like you said, and I think sometimes people know what my business is all about, but they only know the surface a little bit. So having that knowledge base and just, prompting with the way how I would like that to be promoted, how my business want to be promoted, my people might come for one thing and then they might end up actually contacting me, staying in touch with me for completely different side of it because maybe they never realized that I did something else besides coaching and
Mm,
they might not know that I do curriculum for schools and mental toughness. So, but having that there, it does help, and it is kind of it's marketing your business as well in a
yeah.
beautiful way. Yeah.
My next question. Um, you know that AI is changing the way that we operate nowadays. People
Mm-hmm.
use, I think 90% of the people in workplace and education, they use AI
Yeah.
specifically. And there is a bad reputation and good reputation both. For as an academic myself, we have to see if the students they used AI or not. And if they
Mm-hmm.
used AI, they have to reference it and they have to tell that, yeah, we have used AI. And in business space, mostly we use AI for initial idea and then collaborating work and all those things. How
Mm-hmm.
do you think that voice assistant will make it place in the business community?
To be honest with you, I think uh, I mean, you always have two camps, as like anything which happens. And I have to say, personally, always been a little bit reluctant with AI, partly because I didn't understand very well, partly because it's not extremely regulated and the ethics of it, it puts a question mark for some people. But in the same time, I think if we learn how to use it to our advantage, not replace it, nobody's going to replace us. We're still
No.
humans. But I think it's and I know I'll deviate a little bit, but I went to a business event yesterday and somebody was saying, no, I'm going to be never, ever, 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 I'm going to use AI in anything I do. And I was like, well, have you thought about the time efficiency? It's not, no, because they read my thoughts. And he said, yep, it is because it's a machine. You train it the way how you want it. But I think the rigidity of that, it shocked me a little bit because I could recognize myself in it. And then the reality is when you start using it, if you know how to use it and going back to the voice, I love that despite the fact that I used to not like every time I was calling somewhere, to have to wait and wait and wait. And then you have this kind of automated things that say, oh, I'll call you back when you come your queue. It's
Yeah.
they never did. And I think for me with this, I am very hopeful that you'll actually meet every business owner's expectation in terms of not just the time efficiency, but the quality of what you get back when you call.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. And our Voiexa system is built in a such a way, it we can modify it for specific business cases. It's
Yeah,
total modification. We are not like corporation like Microsoft or Google that,
yeah,
well, okay, we have a product, you use it or leave it. Okay,
yeah. It's the
but
customization, being able to customize something to meet your needs and your client's needs. I think this is where the versatility comes for it.
I totally understand because as a SME leader myself, and I also have short memories, neurodiversity, and all those things. You just
Hmm.
mentioned that someone said that they don't want to use AI for any of their works, but either way, they have to go to jungle if they don't want it to stay in the civilization because everyone gonna be using AI. Our
Oh,
our watch, our camera, our door, our fans, our toilet, everything everywhere gonna be AI. So how you can escape this adaptation and you don't use AI? You
but
cannot.
you can't. You can't. And I
Yeah.
think this is it. It's about I know we're evolving very fast, especially with AI, and perhaps my generation is a little bit more reluctant, because I didn't fully understand. But then, you need to go out there and to realize how can I make this work for me? And it's not working for you completely. And I think this is where people have this misconception about AI is going to take over. That AI still needs to be trained. It
Yeah.
still needs to be taught certain things. I'm not saying that, that it is the speed. the speed of evolution on this. It's just something I wasn't prepared, to be honest with you. But we have to see the beauty of it as well, and how it releases some of your time for doing something more meaningful and purposeful for your business. So it's not going to replace everything, but it's going to aid a lot if you know how to use it smartly.
I totally agree. So I just gonna do a test run now. So I have your number on my on my mobile, and I'm gonna call MTI Global.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just give me 1 second. Just give me 1 second. I just need
No
that
problem.
number to find out. As this is another thing, I have short memories, and when you have short memories, it's difficult sometimes to find things like, okay, where did I add the numbers? So I just realized that I have your number on my other mobiles, business,
Device.
rather than my personal one. So now I have to copy that number um,
Right.
to my personal mobile, and then I can able
You can
to
try to do that way.
I
Yeah.
can able to I can able to call you. So just give
Mhm.
me 1 second,
Of course.
and your camera is off, Gilda.
Oh, what just happened? Oh, is that better? Oh,
Yeah,
it is
yeah,
now. Yeah, it is on.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the thing that I'm talking about, is specifically, you know, why we need AI. We need AI to be our assistant. That's all we
Hmm.
need it to be. Why? Because you are so busy. I'm so busy all the time. I even when I'm doing live or I'm with a client, I don't have time to answer my calls. So most of the calls get unattended, and what
Hmm.
it happens, I lose clients, I lose valuable information, and I have to struggle later, like, okay, why didn't I answer the call? And I think most of the founders and most of the companies, like, okay, someone is calling someone and their line is busy, they will lose that client
You
specifically.
do. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. I agree with you.
yeah. So I just got the number, and I'm gonna go to calling MTI Global landline. Thank you for calling. How can I help you today? Can you hear the
Yes,
Voiexa?
I can. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm on my mobile with calling MTI Global to show our audience that I'm calling. Hello, Voiexa. How are you? I can hear you clearly. How can I assist you with your call to MDI Global or anything else today? Okay, I just wanted to know about your product and services. It seems. Yes, I am here to assist you. How can I help you with the product or any questions you have? I wanted to know a particular course you run, and I wanted to enroll to that course. I can help you with information about the courses we offer and guide you through the enrollment process. Could you please tell me the name of the course you are interested in? Can you tell me what courses you're offering?
The mental. Oh,
We offer a variety of courses and coaching packages, including Happiness and Flourishing course that develops well-being, confidence, and positive psychology principles. Stoic Parenting course, practical parenting program based on Stoic philosophy. Coaching packages such as Starter, Transformation. That's okay, Voiexa. Thank you very much. I just wanted to enroll in the Happiness course. The Happiness and Flourishing course we offer focuses on developing well-being, confidence, and positive psychology principles. It is designed to help individuals achieve happiness goals through evidence-based coaching and practical development. Would you like more details about this course? Or no, I just wanted to book that course myself. It seems like you might have been interrupted. If you have any specific questions about the Happiness and Flourishing course, or if you need assistance with anything else, feel free to let me know. Yes, I think we got the answer, and I will go back to my live events now. Thank you very much for your help. You're welcome. If you need any further assistance in the future, don't hesitate to reach out. Enjoy your live events. Thank you. So that was Voiexa with MTI Globals, and I didn't wanted to tell her that I want that course, because I know that it is on the knowledge base.
yeah.
And
I know I fell for it. No, but yeah, I think this is, if whoever is listening in today, I mean, just think about it, how much time you can save by having Voiexa answering all these questions. Because to be honest, we are all so busy. I might go to a website and I want to see what the offering is, but I will look superficially. I will look at the title, but I will never actually go in it. But I can do something else. I can even cook now, right? And
Yes.
I ask, right, tell me about this course again. What is it about? And then you already have that information, and the only thing you need to do is just book it or walk away from it.
And you know that Voiexa can book that as well for me.
So you
So
didn't want to do the flourishing and happiness course today, did
yes,
you?
so I don't want it to enroll to the course. So that's why.
No, not today.
Uh, so Voiexa can also, if we embed this technology, Voiexa can
Yeah.
shop for us. Voiexa can do whatever we want. We don't need to. You just need to add your details. So
Hmm.
it's just, it will work like a assistant of you. So if you want something, it can give you. So
Yeah.
now you know that we have done a live demonstration, and I think our viewers, they will like it. I liked it because last few years I've been working, calling, managing, and improving all the time. Every minute we improve Voiexa, every minute,
Hmm.
because the training done.
Hmm.
So and we have built a model so versatile that when we implement it to a certain business, we have to train it more further, because
Of
it
course.
Voiexa has to understand
Yeah.
every individual talk. And another thing is that it's so clever, it will learn from the conversation you have. So if it doesn't answer the calls, it doesn't have that on in the database, she
Hmm.
will say, I don't have that information on my database. Do you want
Yeah.
me to transfer it to someone within my team that you can talk it through?
Hmm.
Okay. So it will transfer it to your dedicated team members, and people
Yeah.
doesn't need to press 1 or 3 or 5. So we can have as many call forwarding specifically for each agent. Like if it's a
Hmm.
agent that will do legal, so it will transfer the call to legal departments. If it is accounts, it will transfer the call to account departments. If it's
Yeah.
something else, it will transfer the call to that department. So Voiexa is so versatile, and it understand specifically. So next question to you. Just give me 1 second. You know, uh, um, what are the biggest misconception adapting AI in the business space as you work psychologically and working with different type of organization and different type of many varieties of CEOs? How do you think it's a challenge, or how we can solve that challenge if it is a challenge?
Well, I don't know. I think it's such a subjective thing because some people embrace it. Truly, they embrace it and they want to learn and they want to adapt. And I think it's wonderful. And that those people are fine. That's fine. The ones who are very cautious about it, and I'm not saying you shouldn't be cautious. I think you should, but I would like people to work on facts. And the thing is with AI, you can get the right facts. It's not quite as people have this misconception that everything, because it's not quite as regulated as it should be ethically, you can't get the information. You can. You need to ask the right questions,
Mhm.
and you'll get it. And yes, it might be a challenge. And I think for me as a business owner, I like challenges because I like to, if you tell me this is not good for my business, I would like to understand why. I would like to have a dissent because if I have a dissent with you, I understand more about what is this wall. How do I go to demolish it? And it's about having an open mind about things, but also is about very much looking at the facts and allowing people to explain in detail what actually the fact means. And if you're not happy with it, yes, it's fine. Maybe it's not for everyone. But I think if we're being realistic about the future, I give it another maybe 6 months and things will. Everything is just exponential. It's just growing. It's like a compound, not even a compound, like on a monthly thing. It's like a daily thing. I use a specific app for my research, and it really quite uh, scary in a way. Scary how can they synthesize, 200 papers, which before it will take me months to read, you
Mhm.
know, and it is much more accurate than it was about 3 weeks ago,
Yeah.
you see. And I think, bottom line, you need to embrace it and you need to understand what is behind it. You can't just go there and think, oh, I don't think this is for me. Just just have a conversation, and that's the challenge, just having the conversation because for me personally, this product, your product, it doesn't itself by itself. It literally, it is exactly what it says on the tin. And the way how you feed it, the way how you train it, the way how you talk to it, it will bring you a lot of benefits.
I totally agree with you. I was talking to someone yesterday, and we talk about different type of things, including AI. When I was a kid, the technology was in 80s, I would say. I born in 80s and then brought up in 90s, and we didn't have. When I came to the UK, we had a button phone, just that mobile. We know mobile is a button phone, okay? Without, we lost your camera, Gilda. Uh,
Sorry. Oh,
so.
yeah.
Um, we had a button phone when I came to the UK in 2004. It's not that many years ago. Okay,
Hmm.
when I came here, we Apple launched the first iPhone, like padded,
Yeah.
and that wasn't that much good. Yeah, and then I think it's 2010, 8 or 2010, Apple launched those phone. I can't really remember that day, and I had that phone. Okay, and I was so happy. And all over the world, they don't have this. Okay,
Yeah.
at the phone. Now, after 20 years, can you see how quickly it has changed? AI has evolved after the pandemic. Okay,
Yeah.
before the pandemic, we worked a lot of different projects, specifically on healthcare
Hmm.
projects. But after the pandemic, it flourished. Every day is changing. Every day is bringing new things. Yes, most of the things we do it for good and better for the future. And you talk about ethical consideration. There would be people there they don't do that. Okay, people among the scientists, some of them they don't have ethics, but most
Yeah.
of them, I would say, they have ethics. So
Yeah.
building an application with ethical consideration will lead this AI to go more farther. What do you think
Hmm.
about that?
I I totally agree. And to be honest, for somebody who is, trust me, who's been extremely reluctant to use it in any form, shape, or otherwise, it's not that I gave in. I decided to go with an open mind and try to get all my facts right and try to test things. Because sometimes people can tell you a lot of stuff and it's not you believe it or you don't. But when you test it yourself and you see, then you realize, hold on a second, why am I so against it? Is it a little bit frightening the fact that everything is moving so fast? Perhaps, but if we embrace it and if we, the world is full of uncertainties, always has been, always will be. You are
Mhm.
an 80 boy, baby. I am a very old baby. I didn't even, if I think back when, when I was maybe 10 years old, I could never imagine a world like this. Not even in the faintest, I grew up in a communist country
Mhm.
and we were more isolated than others as well. And to see where we are at the moment, and the generational gap is so much higher between myself and my child than between myself and my parents. But the most important thing we have to remember that it's still our input. It's still our input. Voixa is not going to talk about my company without me putting the work in it.
Yes.
It's not going to guess. It doesn't go into my head. It's not reading a chip to see what I'm thinking. So it is about the way how we learn to articulate this and use it like a research base, And
Mhm.
for me, that's the exciting bit of it, It's just even training the machine itself on research to say, well, how about this, question this and question that. So they can do that for you and they can do so much faster. Now, that doesn't mean you can't grind, you still do your hard work, but it does make it a little bit more efficient and a little bit, perhaps a little bit more accurate if you keep checking the work you have. And with the voice, I mean, you can't get wrong. I cannot see how this could, in a million years, how can it go to a wrong thing? When you at the moment, the only thing you have, because it really reminds me, I went to pick up something today. It was a collection, and I haven't seen this before. It's John Lewis, actually, where you get an email to say your collection is ready to do, but it's giving you a button to put checking. By the time you get to the shop, the product is out there already. You don't have to wait in the shop for it to somebody to go at the back in the warehouse to bring it back. I haven't seen that before. And that was the first time. And my word, did it make it? I mean, I just went in, pick it up, give my name, pick it up, and we left. Before, like about even 3 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago, when I ordered something, I had to go there, I had to give it the QR code, I had all these elements, and then I had to wait till. So you see, how is that not a good thing?
Yeah, because that reminds me, you just mentioned that you need to train, and without training, it is nothing. You need data.
Yes,
Without data, it is
absolutely.
nothing. So whoever wanted to use AI or our system, you need to have enough data. As I said, you can have the entire Bible, and someone is calling for religious services. Voiexa can tell every verse with every quotation.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah,
if you are a religious service and you want your client to talk about God, okay, you
yeah,
can align Voiexa. If you are a any other religion, you will want your customer to call and use Voiexa, you can do it. If you are a mental health coach or any other coaches or any other services, you want Voiexa to tailor your methodology, it can
yeah,
do it. But without a specific knowledge base, it can not do anything. It is zero. Okay. So
yeah,
you talk about Gilda about training. I think that's the most important thing that we consider. We are not big corporations. We are a small SME, and we consider personalization. That
yeah,
will never happen with big corporation. We will make it based on your work, based on what you actually want it to do, and that will tailor the methodology to the next level. So I think Kamalesh Jan has have two remarks here. Thank you, Kamalesh, for joining, and Laviv one. So I'm just going to share that with you. So zero waiting time is a complete game changer for customer experience. Eliminating PBX hold time directly solve one of the biggest function points of the client-facing business. Thank you, Jan, for your remarks. If you have any question, please feel free to ask us. And your second remarks was zero. I think it's the same message. You sent it twice. And Labib said, "Can you please explain how Voiexa works for your company?" Labib asked Gilda. So how Voiexa is working for your company?
Well, so far so good, but as I said, I just need to be very transparent and honest. We just started, and I need a little bit more time. But from what I've noticed, in the first week or so, for me, is the fact that it's literally personalizing, is taking my business to a different height in terms of that when my clients call now, or prospective new clients, for example, they already have a lot of information. So the only thing they do is literally they book me. It's simple as that. And that cuts my time or my staff time in, it's not in half, it's more than half, because I will have to sit with everyone. And to be honest with you, I had an interesting conversation with one of my possibly clients where he said, you know what, I thought I would be really upset to have somebody explain to me instead of being you, because one of the reasons I come to you is because I love your personality, I love how you explain things. And I realized that actually what I heard is your own thoughts. It, I might as well speak with you. And that was quite scary, to be honest with you, because I was like, really? So again, go back to the training thing. If you write the way how you build that knowledge base. So for me, from my point of view, I'm really excited for the next few weeks to see how it's evolving. But I have more than faith in it. It's just in terms of I can see it how it works, and I can see how it frees my time, how it frees the ability to the logistics as well, because like today, I would have loved to come from the beginning to join you. I went to see a client, the traffic was bad, everything was, and having Voiexa in the back there, knowing that everything is, it's just calm, I'm not going to lose anything,
Mhm.
and let's be honest about it. It's about the financial side as well. It's not necessarily replacing people, but it's not adding more. Because for me, one receptionist is not enough. And as you know, there are a lot of companies who provide that service on the cloud. And I've been one of them for a while. And then I decided to bring somebody else in house. And then you realize that your money can stretch as much as you know,
Yeah, that's a good
it's
thing.
a
I
it's a
was
tough
talking to, yeah,
it's a
I
tough
was,
world.
yeah, I was talking to one of another clients of mine, and he's Chris Silverwood. He does fractional sales director, sells to different
Hmm.
companies, train people for sales. And he said that suppose you think that I need a receptionist, and how much
Hmm.
do I need to pay her? £24,000 to start with, and
Oh
it
yeah.
will add up another 3 to 6% top of that, so 30,000. And it will not cover. You need to add more because they have to sit somewhere. You have to hire an office, and that will add up more spaces. So think about myself that I am working in different offices. I don't have my own office. So
Mm.
if I wanted to hire a receptionist, that will add up maybe £40,000 a year top of my earnings, and it will also I have to compromise my earnings
Yeah.
with my additional staff. So if
Mm.
I add Voiexa within my workflow, it's really cheap.
Yeah. And I think this is where we all want to make money. We all want to be effective.
Mm.
And I think knowing where to invest the money you have, it's really important, especially for me. You as much as I would love to be able to create to have a company where I can pay everybody fairly, and sometimes you just need to know where there is a gap where you can replace it by eye,
Mm.
and or just even adjacent, perhaps. Doesn't have to replace it fully.
Yeah.
So I think it's is the future.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not
because
necessarily.
when you have a receptionist and you have added workflow, a receptionist can handle because we human, we cannot handle multiple things at the same time because
Absolutely.
we have that capacity. But when you add Voiexa, 10 or 20 or 100 different things will be dealt in single point of time. So your receptionist or your assistant PA, personal assistant, they can work something else, and
Mm.
everything will be dealt, and all the information will be kept within the Voiexa platform, and you can sit back and relax. So I just wanted to share my screen again and talk about some of other benefits of Voiexa. So thank you very much for everyone for joining. So we talk about the knowledge base. So now we
Hmm.
talk about direct calls to all the viewers that are watching. We will have a dedicated application. We are just finalizing it, and we'll launch in next a couple of months. So we will have a mobile application. So your entire thing will be on your mobile. So if you wanted to make direct calls, so you can do that. So it will work simultaneously with your AI workforce. It means that we don't have any contacts added here. So when we add contacts, it will show. Just give me a second. I just add a contact here for
Yeah.
to demonstrate. I'm just adding my contract, so I can show you the direct call. So
Hmm.
I have a contract. Oh, okay. I know why it's why direct call is not enabled. So I need to enable it from my
Yeah.
backend. So just give me 1 second. I just enable the functionalities from our backend, and then I'll be able to show you how direct call can benefit specifically. Uh, so I'll just take 1 or 2 seconds. In the meantime, I think we can start our conversation by the time I finish that. And
Mm-hmm.
technology, and we have fully controlled environment. So
Yeah.
in that control environment, we have to set guidelines to our AI engine that you can do this, we can do that. So we have
Mm-hmm.
certain type of packages, and with certain type of packages, you cannot do certain type of things. So we have four type of different packages, and user can only do things that they have, the package they have specifically.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just gonna change the package, and then it will work. Okay. So Gilda, before I
Yeah.
jump into my conversation again, I just wanted
Mm-hmm.
to ask you another question. So while we answer the question, I can fix this problem. From an organizational perspectives, that you deal with many clients, and you also have
Mm-hmm.
employees working with those clients. Um, how much time you can free up by incorporating Voiexa with your workplace?
Well, from my point of view, as far as I have been testing it, I will say at least 30, 30 to 35% of my time.
That's a great um, that's a great thing to add up, because when you can free up 30 to 35%,
Mm.
it's a huge time saving, isn't it?
It really is. It really is. And for me, definitely, I mean, I cannot tell you how much I welcome that. I really do. And I'm genuinely saying that because it genuinely is. I would never expected it. That's the thing. I did not expect that. But that's, in a way, that's what makes it so interesting, is because it makes it, especially, for the non-believers, I love that, when you turn a non-believer into a believer. And definitely this has been a turning point. But that's because I kept my mind quite open, and I said, you know what, let's look at the facts first and see how it works.
Yeah, I totally understand what you said, because when you are working, when you are busy, and you cannot dedicate your time, and you have to answer calls, and sometimes some people will call without any reason. They just wanted to call to know something, and those information can be added with your voice assistant. You don't need to answer those calls. And another thing that I wanted to mention to the audience, that you can also train your voice with us. So whenever Voiexa will speak to your language or speak to your voice, so we can add that voice cloning for anyone they
Mm,
want their voice to talk to. Because you said that someone within your customer base, they wanted to talk to you. Yes, they can talk to you. The voice agent will say, I am Gilda, a digital twin. So if you wanted to talk to me, you means that my knowledge is there, so you can talk to me, and
yeah,
everything is there. So they will feel comfortable, and they will feel a warm to talk to the voice agent. So I'm just gonna show my screen again, so you can see that there is a direct call feature here. So with this direct call feature, you can call specifically, when you have business and you
mm,
wanted to talk to people. um, there are many voice agent in the market. They have their varieties of feature, but we specifically build this feature for a business centered. Like, okay, you have a dedicated number, Gilda, and
yeah,
you have to have this facility that call people when it's needed, because sometimes you need to work top of the voice assistant, because some of the things voice assistant can't do that a human can. So we have aligned this call feature, like, okay, you can call directly to your dedicated customer, so they can call simultaneously and it will not interrupt it. Another thing is that, when you have a phone line, if you make a
Yeah.
call, that line is closed for anyone to enter.
Mm.
Okay, but with
Yeah.
Voiexa, it's simultaneously, it's multi-dimensional, it works multi-dimensionally. So what it
Mhm.
does, if 10 people calling you, the call will be answered. You can call the another 20 people and the direct call, everything will work simultaneously, so no one is
Mhm.
waiting for nothing. So everyone will be answered,
Will
everyone
just be answered. Yeah.
call at the
Absolutely.
same time. So that's the
Mm.
versatility of Voiexa. That is one
Mm.
single thing and many possibilities to work
Yeah.
with.
Yeah. No, that makes total sense.
So I think we are nearly end of the our conversation. Gilda, thank you very much for becoming a valued
Pleasure.
customer and as well as a partner. So if anyone watching this live webinar from LinkedIn or YouTube or any other social media, please feel free to contact Gilda. But we have a partnership program with Gilda. So anyone registering through a QR code generated for Gilda will get a 30 free credits. Usually, people they've registered with us, we give them 10 credits. But when they come from partner, we gave them 30 credits to value our
Mm.
partnerships, to value the partner. So if anyone wants to partner with us, also you can go to voiexa.com and you can request a partnership, or you can call us. You can call Voiexa. We have dedicated number for UK and USA, and we can operate globally. But we currently launch in the UK and USA. So if anyone wants a USA number, we can aid that to your business. If you wanted to expand your services to USA, we can do that. So you can have dedicated numbers for USA, dedicated number for UK, and you can have as many numbers as you want. We can do that. So Voiexa is a corporate company, corporate solution providing voice assistant with a dedicated phone lines. So that is Voiexa. It is. So if you are tired of, and if you are very tired with your existing PABX, feel free to contact us. We can
Mhm.
replace your existing PABX with a smart AI solution. You even don't need to have anything in house. But if you wanted to have Voiexa fully in house within your server, we can also do that. Customization as well as CRM integration or any integration your current workforce is needed. So contact Gilda Wake, and she's our representative in the Northeast. So if you want anything, you can directly contact her, and she will pass your details to us, and we will work together. Gilda, do you want to add anything to the audience at the end?
No, I would like to actually say that however reluctant you might be, I just want you to give it a try, because especially for somebody who didn't quite get it from the beginning, didn't quite wasn't quite sure. I think just having an open mind and try it and see it, how can a voice that can serve you. I think it's worth a conversation at least.
Yeah, I totally agree, because it doesn't take credit card details. We don't take credit card details until unless you become paid customer, and it's free to use. We don't need to use anything apart from only the £3 if you wanted to try inbound, because that very expensive to do inbound calls. But the
Yeah.
methodology and mechanism, so we have kept it with £3. Nowadays you spend more than £5 to get a coffee. Yeah,
Oh, definitely.
to get a coffee. So if you wanted to try Voiexa, I think relatively it is really, really cheaper to try inbound, outbound both. But you can try outbound without any cost.
Mhm.
Please register to Voiexa and support our work. It will aid you. It will assist you. It will take your business to the next levels. So thank you,
Absolutely.
Gilda. Please stay
No
on the line.
problem.
I will say bye-bye to the audience and then
Okay.
say you bye-bye. So thank you everyone for joining today's live webinar. And I hope I have given as much as I could within this time period. But until next time, next event, please stay tuned and follow our work and support our work. Bye-bye and see you next time.